Hello world, this is Dave with allthingsplants.com. We had a question that came up. Actually, two different people asked us today. How do I have a plant list at All Things Plants? They had heard that we have this awesome plant tracking system, and they wanted to get started, and they just asked us how to do it. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's kind of a little powerful, and there's several different ways of doing the different parts of it. So sometimes it's easier just to kind of show you rather than tell you. So hooked up my desktop recording thing, and I'm going to do this. So first thing you do is you need to have an account on All Things Plants. Of course, it's free. Everything on the site is free. Just create an account, and once you're logged in, you come back to the home page, and it'll say, welcome to All Things Plants, your username. And I'm using the username DRW. And notice here it says local.allthingsplants.com. For you, you just want to go to allthingsplants.com, but I'm working locally so that I don't long story why I'm doing that. But anyway, over here on the left, all the snazzy features of the website are listed. Things like the plant database and the articles and the green pages, which if you haven't seen the green pages, you should. It's a cool directory of all the e-commerce companies. But we're here to talk about the plant lists. So click on plant lists, and it's going to give you a long list of all the people who keep their lists, along with how many plants they have. It's pretty cool. It's fun just to kind of look through here and see what everybody else is doing. But for you, you want to click up here where it says start your own list. Now, very clearly it says, to get started, click on the add a plant to your list button over on the right side, which is this one. You can do that, but I want to show you some other things first. One thing that you can do is you can create categories, and over here you click on add categories. And so like if you wanted to do, let's say you have a garden in the front of your yard and maybe you have a garden in the back. You can call this front garden. And then privacy settings here, if you leave it as the default, that means it's visible. Everybody else can see your list, which is pretty cool. There's no real reason not to. But if for some reason you want the list to be private so that only you can see it, then you would choose private. We'll leave it open and then click on add the category. And now you can see I have the category created. So let's create another one called backyard. Click on add the category. All right, now we've got our two categories. If you've made a mistake, you can click on this icon right here to edit it. And if you change your mind altogether, you can click on the trash can to delete the category. Okay, now you can always get back to your main list control panel. There's usually a link at the bottom of each page. Over here on the left under plant list, it always says view and manage your list. So I always kind of am in the habit of just going over here and clicking on that again. Okay, now I'm back in my plant list. I've made some categories. In fact, you can see them over here on the left now, front garden and back garden. There's a 0 next to each one, and that means that I don't have any plants in there yet. So let's fix that. Now I know that in my backyard I've got an apple tree. So let's click on add a plant to your list. Now it's asking me for the plant name. Now this is an autocomplete feature. You start typing in the name of the plant, and it'll do a search and find it for you. So I'm just going to type in apple, and here they are. Oh look, Honeycrisp. That's exactly the one that I have. So as you can see, it comes up with a list of them. Generally, it's sorted by popularity. So it's Gala, Fuji, Jonathan, all the ones that everybody grows. So find the one that you want, click on it, and it fills the whole thing in for you. And then under categories, you can check it off. So now this is a backyard plant, so I'm checking that off. Under status, do you have it? Do you want it, or did you used to have it? It's kind of neat to be able to track plants that you used to have. But we have this plant, so I'm going to click on have. Now, is it available for trade? No. Do I have it for sale? No. So I'm going to leave both of those unchecked, and then I'm going to click on add the plant. Click on the access your plant list button, and look, there it is. In fact, it includes a picture from somebody else, which of course the reason why it does that is because this is hooked into our plant database. So anyway, now I have my list. I have a plant in there. I can click on this to edit if I made a mistake or whatever. I can click on this calendar icon to add an event. Now this is a pretty cool feature that I'll show you. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but adding an event is where you can record when you got it. When did you perform any kind of a maintenance? Did you harvest seeds? Did you sow seeds? And you can specify the date. So let's select obtain the plant. And when did I get this plant? I think I got it last fall, maybe around October 15th of 2014. And I can say I bought this at the local garden center. And then click on add the event to this plant. There it is. The event has been registered. There's the event. And let's say that I just finished harvesting the fruit. Let's see, fruit ripened. So I can select the fruit ripened, and that happened last week. I remember it was last Wednesday. So there it is. And maybe I'll add a little comment that it tasted great. Add the event to the plant. There, look at this. And then let's say that, you know what, today I walked out there and realized the plant was dead. So then in that case, at the bottom, I'll click on plant ended, remove, died, discarded, etc. It was today. So sad. Frown. Okay, add the event. There. Converted my frown into an actual little frowny face. Looks good. Let's go back to my list management area. And there's my events. Pretty cool. Now, one thing that you can do is if you have a bunch of plants, like if you've got hundreds or maybe thousands, you can do something here where it says view only genus. And of course, I only have one plant, and that's Malus. But if I select that and update the view, then it will only show me the Malus plants. Malus is the genus for apples. So let's add another one real quick. Let's add a daylily. We're looking for strawberry candy. So, oh, there it is, strawberry candy. Perfect. Click on that. That's in my front yard, of course, because everybody wants to see it. I have it. This one, I'll say it is available for trade. I have plants. If anyone wants to trade with me, I'll do that. Okay, add the plant. And now you notice here I've had it selected to view only the Malus, so it's not here. So I can say show all, update, and here they both are. I can say show me just the Hemerocallis, update, and there's just the Hemerocallis. Pretty snazzy. Something else. Let's just show all. Now, notice how I added these events to this Honeycrisp apple. If I click on this, that will actually take me to the plant database. And here I am, looking at the apple entry in our apples database. It says 4 members have this plant. I'm one of them. Here I am, DRW. Scrolling down, you can see the pictures that other people have posted. And then look down here, growers reports from DRW. Here's my reports that I added. So this actually goes out into the plant database and becomes available for everybody else to see, which is pretty nice. Let me show you something else. Let's see, crepe myrtles. I'm looking for, you know what, I'll just search right here. Ebony flame. There it is. Okay, this is the crepe myrtle ebony flame. I have this plant. Scrolling down here, you'll see, there, here's my growers reports. And these are real growers reports that I actually created myself. Pretty convenient. I germinated some seeds. Let's see, oh, I got this backwards. Look, I said the seeds germinated on April 3rd. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, this is showing it in reverse order. So I obtained the plant back in 2012 from Arbogate Nursery in Texas. I love that nursery. And then various things. I took the seeds, stratified them, sowed them, and germinated them, and they're doing great now. I should add another growers report later on. I will. One thing that I want you to show, well, I want to show you here, is if you're looking at a plant in the database, and you'll notice here I'm actually in the plant database. Over here on the left, there's a blue button to add the plant to your list, and so I can click on that, and it does the same thing, but this time there's no search box because now I already have found my plant. So I'll just check the front yard. I have it, and add the plant. And now I've added the plant, and I've done that through the database. That sometimes it's more convenient because if you're already in the database and you're looking through, you're just browsing like people always do, and you see something like, oh, I love that. And you're looking at this, and let's see, Firebird sempervivum. Oh, that's wonderful. Look at that color. I need this. All you have to do is go over here, add the plant to your list. Don't select the category because you don't have the plant. You want the plant, so select want. Now, how badly do you want it? Well, I need this. I absolutely must have it. Or you can say, I just would love to have it, or I'd like to have it, or yeah, maybe I want it, maybe not. But I absolutely need this. So I'm going to click on one, add the plant, access your list, and there it is. And you'll notice here it says it's a want. And then up here at the top, you can restrict your list to view only your want items. So click on want, update, and now it's just showing me just my want list. So that's pretty much it. Let's look at the have list. There's the 3 that I have. One more thing is if you post your own photo to the plant database, then it will replace this thumbnail with your image. If you've never posted the picture, then it'll just grab a random photo from the database. You can get a printer-friendly version of the page. You can print this out and take it outside with you, what have you. That's pretty much it. So I hope this helps, and thanks for watching. Bye.